oh, Kira, you asshole, I hate you so much. Like, this guy, not only is he gonna try and ruin another life and all that, and it's just like, this motherfucker, I want nothing to do with him like that. Fucking stealing that man's life and all that, stealing his wife, stealing his kid and all that, although the guy himself sounded like, oh, he didn't care and all that. And just, honestly, this episode, like, honestly split down the middle of focusing on Josuke and his group, seeing, like, as they invade, like Kira's household, and you focus the other part on Kira himself. Because, honestly, when you saw that guy and all that, and when you generally saw those parts and all that, when he was walking and all that, you generally think that was him then. It's like, oh, like, if anyone never thought that was him and all that, it was like, you know, like, come on, like, you know, and, like, it wasn't more obvious when fucking Killer Queen came out, and it's like, yeah, we know what's happening right here, right now, and all that. So Josuke and the gang actually go and invade Kira's household, and it's like, yeah, let's get out of here, let's go and beat the shit, like, you know, like, try and see if we can find some information. And when they come there, they actually have a photo taken, and his dad who was supposedly supposed to be dead alongside with his mom, actually became a ghost, and is actually lived inside a photo, and it's like, yo, I'm gonna protect my son no matter what, I don't care, he's my son, I love him. Dad's supposed to love him, but it's like he's a murderous, killing piece of shit, and it's like his dad is trying to do anything, and it's like Josuke and Tara are just stuck in this room. It's like you're stuck in this little pocket dimension of like the power, like, and I love the fact that it's like, oh shit, and all like, Okuyasu, use the hand to go and separate him out of the thing. All right, I'm gonna run up there, and he just smashes himself into the window. Like, honestly, I generally forgot this, like, the thing that, like, it was his own little pocket dimension. He was able to, like, control everything in there. So, like, when I first saw that, I generally thought Josuke just ran into the window and just smashed himself. I was like, I was in stitches. I was like, oh my god, you're a fucking idiot. Like that. I was just thinking, I was like, oh, it's alright, he manipulated, but it's just like, just him like, I've got this. Josuke doesn't look to where he's going and running too fast. Crunch, just goes through the glass. And when they find the shocking secret that Kira was actually hiding, he's actually got the bow and arrow. Like, he's actually got the stuff that, like, Anemia, like, actually had, like, all the way in, like, part 3. And, like, when they were talking about that, and, like, the father, like, actually steals the arrow, and it's just like, this is, like, what drew out, like, Killer Queen and all that. And it's like, this arrow is important, we need to keep this safe and all that, I'm never gonna let you have it. And when they talk about, and it's like, you know, how many like people like passed down, and like passed down to him, and also as well went to Keicho, and it's like it went down to like so many people and all that. This bow and arrow, and he's like, I'm gonna make more and more stand users with this ability and all that. I'm gonna like make sure that, you know, I can draw this safe. And I was like, that's where it's like, yeah, he's generally flying off, and he's like, I'm gonna make more stand users to get in your way, so you can't find my son. And then we go to like, honestly, that whole like, battle was kind of cool, and it's like you couldn't rip the photo up because you're in the photo, and just like when they like generally close it up, and it was just like staple him to the ground. And I just love when Okuyasu's like punching the fucking like paper on the fucking wood, and he's like, yeah, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Like, this is why Okuyasu's the fucking best. Like, I love when he fucks around, and he's generally just an asshole at some points, but it's like, oh, he's such a lovable asshole. Like, you can't help but enjoy his company. And like, honestly, when you got to see like with what that fucking piece of shit Kira, or as he's known now as like Kosaku, like I think it was like Kawajiri is his name, and he's there, and he's just like honestly looking at his wife and all that, and his wife don't really care for him because like his previous life is like, oh, he has like a pretty shitty job, but he doesn't get that much money, and it's like he doesn't spend time with his son, and his wife never really, like, she married like, you know, at a very young age, didn't really know what love was. And like when he just sees like, no, I'm gonna make some food for you, like, and he's like, what is this shit? Like, like, he's never done this for me, like, what the fuck's going on? He's making it like, he like leaves the cat out, and it's just like, he looks so fucking terrifying like that. And then when the fucking guy goes, where's the rent? Where's the rent? Alright, like that, it's like, I want my rent, give it to me, motherfucker. And he's like there talking about him, and he's like, no, I've got the money, man, you know, and he just slides Killer Queen under, gets the money, and he's like, yo, here's this month's rent, here's the next month's rent, here you go, just fuck off, like, just fuck it, like, there you go. And then the wife is there like, he's never done anything like this before. How romantic. I'm there like, so stealing and like looking at your at your husband's ass cheeks like that while he's shaving is like, oh, how romantic. Like, it's like, oh yeah, knowing that deep down, that's not your husband, that's a fucking psycho. It's like, you have no idea what that man is. Like, he is fucking crazy. crazy. Like, you need, like, bitch, like, you know, what they say like that. Don't sleep with crazy, don't fuck with crazy. Unfortunately, you don't know that your husband's now become crazy. It's like, that's the problem. And it's like, not only that, your husband's a fucking serial murderer, like that has a weird, like, you know, addiction to hands, and it's like, you gotta watch out for that. And it's just like, you gotta watch out for this shit and all that. And it's like, and honestly, like, it's gonna be interesting, like, seeing how, like, the show goes on with that and all that. I think a lot of people wasn't kind of expecting that, with, like, they would have just focused Kira, but, like, Kira making an identity and kind of, like, hiding himself out, and they're like, oh, you're the only one who knows the combination to the safe, honey. And he's like, nah, pinch some money off this motherfucker. Yeah, here you go. Here's some bills. Get the fuck out of my house. I got a bang my mind. Like, you know, let's just get out of here. And it was just a funny kind of, like, experience. And I am looking for, I know a lot of people are looking forward to next week's episode. Like, when it said John Ken, like, boy, and I was like, okay, people who know what the fuck that is. I'm sure a lot of people, when they think here, like, John Ken, they're probably, oh, Hana? Oh, wait, yeah, no. It's like, no, trust me, you know, that's going to be an interesting episode and all that. And it's like, but honestly, really enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, what you thought about this bizarre adventure that we're having right now. But it was a very funny episode at some points, and definitely I'm just loving it. It's just like, oh, Jojo, just, oh, it's upsetting me on there. But for a slight little update to lead you guys off on, like, I actually just finished part 5 of the manga recently, so I am probably going to be doing a video sometime soon about that. I can't give an estimated date where I'm going to be doing it, but I do want to talk about part 5 at some point and all that, so that'll be a nice little addition for you guys who haven't seen that. But then again, and all that, I'll try and, like, do the video, like, less, like, spoilers on into the video itself and all that, but we'll see and all that when I actually do the video. But that's all from me. Thank you much for watching always, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.